Konnichiwa, Ohio, or Konbawa from wherever anybody is that's listening to this. Right now, you are listening to Wisdom with West. Now, for anybody that's watching this right now, I am in my studio where I used to make music, and now I'm talking over stuff. This was before we used to call this the high point because I used to be very, very, very stoned and just talk about some rambunctious shit. So now that I'm sober, we are now just gonna call this Wisdom with West. I'm Mr. West for everybody that's hearing this right now, and let's just get into it. So, today's first topic is the mind and the human experience. So, everybody battles with their mental well-being, especially nowadays with social media running amok and giving people a false sense of security and a false sense of reality. And it can cause people to go down a very, very dark path. Well, yeah, it can make you go down a dark path where now you are constantly comparing yourself to the person next to you and throws you into a disarray of emotions. And that's just not the case. Everybody knows that social media can be a very toxic place, but it's also a great tool for anybody to use in their day-to-day life. If you want to make some extra money, if you want to do whatever, build some connections, it's all it is. So, battling your mind. Now, we all go through moments where depression can come in and overtake your train of thinking. It can make you become a very lazy person. You have no motivation, and that can be a very difficult thing to overcome. Now, something in my personal experience that has helped me overcoming my mind, the sense of depression, would be, it sounds very cliche and everybody hears it, but going to the gym, working out. Once I started doing Muay Thai, that was probably the best thing that could have happened to me. I was living with an ex-girlfriend for close to 2 years, and when things started going downhill, I needed something to escape outside of drugs and alcohol and just mindless sex with anybody. That's not the way. I don't think that's the way. So, working out was probably the best next thing that anybody could have done. Or at least what I could have done. It definitely causes chemicals in your mind to shift from the sense of depression to where you would like to be in a happy, peaceful state of mind. And it's not an easy thing to do. The analogy goes that, for anybody out there that understands how electricity works, it takes more amperage for you to start something like a fan or a motor than it is to keep it running. Hence, or for everybody has a car. If you didn't know, it'll take more gasoline and more energy to start and turn off your car. If you turn off your car and turn it on, than it is to just keep it running and idling. Not just saying to keep your car idling all the time. That's a waste of gas. But the point being is that everybody can overcome their mind. It is a sense of whether you truly want to, because it is a lot of work. I've made claims before in the past that saying that depression is a choice, and it's a very bold statement. It sounds very very Andrew Tate-like. But there's truth to it. There really is truth to it. You can sit there and allow yourself to wallow in your own misery and not do anything about it. I know I did. I was the type that I would just self-loathe and pity myself and just blame everything outside of myself in order to make me feel better and not accept the responsibility and accountability of I'm at where I'm at because everything is my fault. From the relationships that I have built to the relationships that I have ended, it is all my fault. Any anime fans out there would agree that just how Thorfinn and his father used to say, you have no enemies. You have no enemies. You really don't. So I would just say that this little brief wisdom with Wes, we can just say that to overcome your mind, you should go out and get active. You should eat better, eat healthier foods, nothing too processed, because all that affects your train of thoughts. No junk food. Try to eat fruits, organic, and vegetables that are organic, whole grains, meats that aren't conventionally grown. And you'll start to notice a difference. And the trickiest part of all of this is when you catch yourself going down a downward spiral in your mind. That is the part where, if you are strong enough, and it's not saying that you're weak, but it is not an easy thing to do. Monitor your thoughts at a 24-hour basis, or just, for the most part, just monitoring your thoughts throughout the day. It's not an easy thing to do, and it's not going to be an overnight thing either. I'm not saying, oh yeah, you're going to be freaking good at this. Just keep control of your mind, but it is a work in progress. It is a work in progress, and my advice to anybody that wants to overcome their mind would be to just get a little active. Go for a walk. If you can't join a gym or you can't afford it. Walking is amazing. Eating some food, some good food, fruits, vegetables, healthy meats, and yeah, I guess that would just wrap up today's episode of Wisdom with West, which would be battling your mind. So, Ohio. No, that's not it. Sayonara, everybody. And thank you for listening. Tune in next time for Wisdom with West.